Okay, we're taking a look at two. We got one director's cut, right, of Air Auschwitz.
A little marketing research.
And we're doing a marketing research. Yeah, they're director's cuts. They're not totally finished. The music is not on, but we might, if we have any changes to make, we're going to take the direction of the people who come in and take a look at these films. And sir, your name?
Steve Nash.
Steve Nash. Have I ever seen you before?
You have.
I have, Steve Nash. People are going to see you now all over. Can we use this on film?
Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Take a look at these covers.
Mm-hmm.
The backs.
The backs.
What's the best?
This one is actually more colorful. It stands out from a distance.
I know it does, but which is your favorite?
My favorite actually is the Arbeit macht frei cover.
That means
the back cover.
Something you get freedom through work or something.
Work
something like that.
Work makes you free.
It sounds like the bullshit that is fed to us by the Bush administration. I shouldn't say that. I'll say it again. It sounds like the BS. Is that nicer?
Yes, it is.
Then I'll say bullshit.
But all of the administrations want us to volunteer for free, to work for the greater cause.
And what is the
without
cause?
Being paid.
Ein Volk, ein Reich, ein Führer?
New World Order.
New World Order.
One world government.
Have you ever seen this guy over here to your left before?
No, I have not. I have never met him before.
All right. Have you ever seen Franken?
Yes, I have, actually.
Then you've seen him before.
Ah.
You did not tell me the truth. Did you know that
I did not
that Ted Gunderson and myself are being accused of being conspirators? We have infiltrated the movement. Whew, boy, that's dangerous.
Which movement?
The movement that we were involved in creating.
Mm-hmm.
We've infiltrated it. Gary, what do you think about this? This latest.
The latest Auschwitz here? Or?
No, try Auschwitz and then about the infiltration and all of this stuff.
Oh, you mean the recent attack on on Anthony and the attempt of exposing this? I've read enough about Stasi and the East German secret police, how they would send people in and surround an individual with multiple personalities, left, right, people reaffirming accusations or people supporting a person that is negative in character so that you would resist that particular person. After a period of 45, 90 days, they could virtually do like the Truman Show, create a different reality for people that are involved in projects like we are. And I believe I would be susceptible to some of that if I were receiving charges or information on research that was false and brought to me in a systematic way, where again and again I'd find information that looked like it was true rather than something I might conclude myself.
These are basically ad hominem attacks.
The person making the attack, how they arrived in that particular position, I don't know.
Ad hominem attacks, that some people don't quite understand that. What does that ad hominem mean?
Well, it's basically it's Latin, but it basically you attack a person's personality without facts, nothing to back it up. You know, he says, the guy's a crackpot. He's got some very strange ideas, mentally unbalanced, and there are other not so nice words you can refer to people.
Well, I'm ready for the attack, folks, but we're taking a look at a big attack, and that's of major concern to us here at Conspiracy Guys.
One of the attacks I've heard on you were there in Dallas when JFK was assassinated.
In Dallas and JFK, and then I'm accused of being, I actually was in the Ambassador Hotel when RFK was hit. Yes. No, don't go away. That's all right. RFK, yes. I'm accused of killing RFK. And then I was supposed to be in Memphis when... Who was killed there?
Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King, JFK, RFK. Well, I was.
I have no idea.
No, I was busy over in L.A. But we did the, we did the very first news conference exposing Sirhan as a follower of Madame Helena Petrovna Blavatsky, who wrote a book called, well, a publication called Lucifer. Mm-hmm. You ever heard of Lucifer?
I've heard of it.
You think there's some sort of Luciferian connections with all this stuff?
Well, it is quite interesting that the people who allegedly commit the assassinations are then disposed of themselves without coming to trial. Mm-hmm. Or they're locked up and then you never see them again.
The Council on Foreign Relations at 58 East 68th Street had a publication house called Random House, right? And they had a former FBI or fired FBI guy and somebody with the CIA put together a book called The Assassination of, or the, was it The Assassination of Robert Francis Kennedy? I think so. And I'm accused in that. So now I'm, accused also. Well, anyhow, I can handle that. But what we need to do is have all of the bad stuff come out.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting in the Zapruder film that you actually see Kennedy grab his neck before he's shot in the head. He's actually hit twice. He's hit in the neck first because he grabs it and he falls over toward Jackie and then his brains are blown out.
Well, what was the driver?
Driver's in the front seat. It's hard. That part of the film's kind of blurry.
Wait a minute. Now, I saw a guy who was sort of like leaning, and the windshield is here. It looks like he just comes out, draws something, turns, and fires a gun. Hits somebody in the head. Who's in the back seat? Was that? Was that John?
Yeah, and Connolly was in the back seat too. I actually have seen that film. It's kind of grainy, so it's hard for me to tell what happens. But I believe there were probably 3 different people. The one who shot him in the neck, the one who shot him in the head.
Well, we're going to try to put all of this in focus, right?
Okay, sure.
That's what we're doing.
And then the bullet that hit Connolly is supposed to have deflected 4 or 5 different times.
Yes.
Which energy-wise claims is possible, but in actuality, it's fairly difficult to imagine the bullet deflecting that many times and ending up in Connolly's leg.
Let me ask you a question.